Well, my thing went off. I don't know if you caught that. I was watching Chuck Holt today, and he was talking about the migrants that are really Islamic, Muslim, and they were on the tip of. They were in the country or city of Suda. I don't know what you call it. Apparently, it's a province or something. I don't know what it is. Anyway, it's on the tip of where Morocco is, and it's right on the tip. And there's people trying to cross to get into Spain and Europe and all that. Because he said it's only 8 miles long, stretch across. But it belongs to Spain. And they're trying to get across there and get into Europe. And we've seen that before, migrants. And see, this is one of those things that Islam tends to do. But you know who else does it? This goes back to George Soros. So yes, he was implicated in this thing. Because their tactic is to stir up the middle class, the lower class. In this case, they were large group, number of people. I think the number he had was 50,000 people walking up there, trying to cross into Spain. And they're not going to ask, they're going to force their way in, trying to get into Europe. And again, this is the beast. This is the skin, the body on that beast is the leopard. And you got to think about the coloration of the fur on the leopard. It's like a light, fair. It can be beige. It can range from light to dark, right? But then you have the spots. And they're brown, dark brown. But they, you know how they are. So, and here it is. They're going into European territory where predominantly the race is white. You know, fair skinned people. And you have Muslims that are dark, you know, they're brown skinned pretty much. They're going into these areas. And there's some African people too, but predominantly what's going in there by, you know, migratory inclinations. But what are they trying to do? Well, they can take over a place with their numbers. And you know, he said that Germany, if they don't want to have kids, so they see him as a nuisance. And so there's things going on in Germany, a lifestyle thing where they choose not to have children. They don't have children. Well, what does that do to Germany? There's no one of German blood descent to take up. You leave it to these migrants that are coming in, you know, they're going to take it up if you let them. There's no one else to take it up because you didn't have children to step up and take the next generation. Who else is there to take it up if not the children? And what if they're not there? These Muslims can come in, and they've taken over a country that doesn't belong to them. I'm telling you, that's a tactic of the elites, it sure is. to use people of middle class, lower class, stir in times past it was hunger that would drive these people to riot. Now with Muslims, it's another kind of force moving them, but it's doing the same thing, using large groups, numbers of people to come in and inundate a place, and just by their sheer numbers they can take over, you know, kind of, I mean, yeah. And we have to be aware of this tactic that they use, that Christians, believers, pray against this wickedness. I know we don't want to pray against people, but we have to, because there's evil in their intentions. And they're trying to take over England, Europe, European nations by their sheer numbers. There is already a group in England. They have, because they have different parties, a lot more numerous than we do in America, but we need to keep ours. I'm telling you. Because the Democrats are becoming socialists. They're pushing the socialist agenda. And see, in times past, what would happen is these rich elites would build these factories and hire all these people, and they would give them such low wages, oppress these people, and it drove them to they had a lot of strikes. They would go on strike. And what that was doing, it's a tactic that the elites use. The Illuminati, George Soros of the world, all them, it's a tactic that they use to stir up strife, to stir up the riots. Now, those people deserve, however, better wages, and that's true. But they're using it to stir up these strike wars. I mean, it's job wars. It's stuff, the strike, the poor, the working man versus the rich elites. Well, communism is about the working class. They're trying to fight for workers' rights. The problem is you have to go to the same people, the rich elites, to get them. And the communists want to give all their money to these same rich elites. That's the reasoning, the intention behind this. It's an evil tactic to try to get them, all the people of the land, to give them their wealth. And I'm telling you, it's in Proverbs, right in the first chapter, to warn people, don't ever commit all your money to one purse like that. It's there. Because when they do, they can control it. One person has it, they can control it. They can control you. And there they have you in their bondage. You see what I'm saying? And that's what communism was developed for. Socialism has the same tactic reasoning. I mean, it's just the same thing. Just another name. But that's what those systems are designed for. They're not designed to bring anybody prosperity or freedom. It's designed, it's a hook, it's a trap for the enemy to grab you, lure you in by waving this dainty. And it's the rich, again, it's the rich elites. It's the ones that owns the factory that you're petitioning and striking against. But it's the same people that are in the political offices that are trying to go into communism or socialism. You know, it's the same people. And these communist leagues, these young communists are just fighting for workers' rights. Well, who are they trying to go to? The rich elites. The same people. That's all I'm saying. And they're caught in this thing where they think they're fighting for workers' rights, but it's to the same people. You hear what I'm saying? And those same people, the rich elites, the ones in the political offices that are rich, the same rich people that are trying to lure you into this trap, give you all their money, saying they'll redistribute it. Sure they will. They will not. That's what the issue is. They're lying. And we got to protect people from, that's one of the things, to protect people from the lies that the enemy is touting to some unbeknowing people, ignorant people that are wide open. That's a destruction that the enemy's trying to bring to them. And God just needs to, it's like those are the people that we need to pray protection for, that God to open their eyes to see the schemes of the enemy. But that's what's going on. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy, vain deceit, after the traditions of men and the rudimentary things of this world. Amen. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.